Hello, this is Dr. Young. I'm going to go over your assignments for week 10. I hope you're doing okay this week. I know we're getting towards the end. We do have a break next week, but we're going to go ahead and talk about week 10 now and for your discussion questions. And I know that I think most of you are getting more and more comfortable. I'm noticing grades are, I've seen a progression of, and I may have said this throughout the term, but I mean, that's great that I've seen a progression when it comes to grades and postings, and people, students are getting used to the format and being, writing more detailed answers and responses, and they're proofread better and cited. So that's great. It's great to see that during the term. That's what you want as an instructor. That's what you want to see. So for your discussion for chapter 11. It deals with the communication process and describes effective ways to send and receive messages. So basically what you're doing is identifying the process of effective communication. And you're using your personal experience and the information you're reading from your text and any other outside sources that you may be using for research. And you're going to discuss the bulleted questions here. What is the most difficult or easiest step of communication process for you, and why? Identify which message transmission medium is your strongest and which is your weakest. How could you improve your ability to communicate through your weakest medium? And in what way is language a barrier to communication? And then give examples. I think these are pretty straightforward. I would just make sure that you give me examples for that last bullet too. That's the part that is usually missing from student posts. So it's pretty straightforward, I think. If you don't, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help. Now, you're doing some exercises for the individual work. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your text on page 464, and you're going to take the timeout. Are you a good listener? Assessment. Let's go there. Hold on a second. 464. Alright, I'm sorry. It's taking me a minute. It's the text. It takes a while. It's slow to load. Okay. Okay, so we've got this here. Timeout, are you a good listener? So take this assessment. Check your understanding. The interpretation of your answers appears at the end of the book. So make sure that you go to that end of the book here. Let's see. It's good. I'm not sure where at the end of the book it is, though. Let me find it. There we go. All right, let's see if we can find the answers to that, because I'm sure that you're going to... There we go. Timeout, answers, and tables. So, I just don't want you guys to be confused. Hold on. I know I missed it. Where is it at? There, are you a good listener? Sorry. It's like, where'd it go? Here it is. This is page, what page is this? 600. So you can score your answers. And I apologize for that delay. So that one you're gonna take these, and you're gonna go to these links here. Listening skills test, and I'm not gonna click on them, because if you click on it, it will go right there. And it will just I have to go there and come back. So just click on each link, take those assessments. And when you're done for each assessment, you need to, score them. Understand what each score means, because these links will take you to the page, and it should be able to tell you what your score means. What does each score mean? Then write it out in a paper Interpret and summarize your scores. Don't just post your scores on your paper. I don't want to. The scores are irrelevant. The interpretation of the scores is what matters in your paper. It needs to be 3 to 4 full pages in length. So basically, you need to interpret what that score means about you and what you think about that. Use this. Okay, let's say you score, whatever you score on the test, and it tells you what it, it's going to score you and tell you what it means, and then you're going to tell me, okay, the score, this is what this test said about me, and this is here's an example that supports that, or maybe you disagree with the results. Why? You tell me why. So I want to know about you as far as, like, for example, are you a good listener? Let's say that you score really high on listening, but you don't feel like you are that good of a listener based on this experience and this experience and this experience. Or you might have experiences like, you know what, I am a good listener. You know why? Because I do this, and this is what happened here at this one time, and blah, blah, blah. Use your personal experience. Use your, how maybe people come to you all the time to to talk. I mean, that obviously would mean you are a good listener. So, I mean, tell me, kind of explain it in that way. Interpret those scores, summarize what it says about you, and then give me some reasons tell me what you feel about that, and support it with some examples, or feel free to argue the results that you got for whatever reason. So that's really all there is for this week. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'll be happy to assist you, and have a great week. Now, next week is our break, so we'll be skipping a week and then coming back to it after the holidays. But I'll post an announcement about that. In the meantime, just let me know if you have any questions for this week's work. Thanks.